We turn now to Errol Barnett at the March for Life rally in Washington on the National Mall. Errol, good to see you. How many people are expected to attend this rally, and who will be speaking?
Good morning. Good to see you. Well, the March for Life organization, which is really an umbrella group of pro-life people, expects or hopes for hundreds of thousands of people to attend and join the National Mall here in Washington. I can tell you, though, already behind me, I can see, it's hard to estimate crowd size. There are roughly 5,000 in this immediate area, but there are thousands more lined up past security and all along Constitution Avenue waiting to attend. Vice President Mike Pence will be the first sitting vice president to speak to this group in the 44 years that they've been holding this march. Kellyanne Conway, the advisor to President Trump, will also make remarks, and we're told that President Trump himself will phone in to make his comments. And it's a big reason why the organization says there's more of a motivation for people to attend this year. With President Trump, who's indicated many pro-life stances, he's already taken action to make it illegal for federal funds to be used for abortions outside of U.S. borders. And of course, he will be making a nomination to the Supreme Court. This group hopes it will be someone who will overturn Roe versus Wade. On the heels of the Women's March on Washington last week, many women here feel that their voice also needs to be heard in disagreeing with abortions being legal. In fact, I have someone with me now, Kristan Hawkins, who is the president of Students for Life of America. You wanted to attend the Women's March last week, and your request, in a way, fell on deaf ears. So what does this mean for you today?
Well, this is a great day. Today is the March for Life, which is the country's largest social movement mobilization that happens every single year. We wanted to be there at the Women's March to participate, to show our nation that the majority of young women, the majority of women are actually pro-life and opposed to abortion. But we didn't get that chance. We did end up marching at the front of the Women's March for a time with our Abortion Betrays Women signs. But today, we show the nation that this generation is pro-life.
And the march itself will go down Constitution Avenue. It will end at the Supreme Court. People will share stories. And the purpose of this is to make it heard that this group disagrees with abortion being legal, a very divisive issue. There was a recent Pew survey which found that 69% of Americans feel that Roe versus Wade should be left in place. Only 28% of Americans felt it should be overturned. How do you feel about those national trends?
Well, I know our national trends, the polling that we've done, show that 53% of millennials actually think abortion should be illegal in almost all or every case. When I see those Pew polls, I actually question the actual question that was asked to the person, because what we see a lot of times on college campuses, the 1,100 groups that we serve, is that most people don't know what Roe v. Wade is. They don't know that abortion's legal in all 9 months of pregnancy in the United States. And when they find out, they are simply outraged. That goes against any common sense. Majority of Americans, time and time again, have shown they are against late-term abortions. They are against abortions after 20 weeks when children can be proven to feel pain. And they are certainly against taxpayer funding of abortion and funding organizations like Planned Parenthood, who are the nation's largest abortion vendor.
Now, the Supreme Court in its decision essentially ruled that what a woman decides to do with her body falls within the realm of privacy, right to privacy, and that realm of, that sphere of it is what you decide to do with your body. Why do you think the government should instead dictate what women, young and old, can and cannot do with their bodies?
Well, this is about her body. When I was pregnant with my 4 children, I had another body inside of my body. My daughter, who was just born a year ago, she was her own unique person with her own DNA and her body. And the question is, what about her rights? What's the right to her body?
All right, Kristan, thank you so much for your time. She's going to join her group with, 1,900 members from around the country who are a part of your organization. And she also met with Vice President Pence yesterday and noted that the president himself wasn't even aware of the March for Life before Vice President Pence had to inform him. So this group is hoping to publicize their anti-abortion viewpoints as much as possible, and we'll be here with them throughout the day.
Errol Barnett, Kristan Hawkins, we thank you both. Appreciate it.
Sure.